Chris here, and in this video I'm talking about FCBD, Free Comic Book Day, which has been around since 2002, and as the name implies, it's a free event to attract new customers into comic shops, and most of the major publishers have freebies that entice them into picking up their series going forward. So it's really good for comic newbies or just people like myself that have been reading comics for a long time and want to perhaps give something else a bit of a look. So here are the issues that I picked up from my local comic shop, and depending on when you watch this, it may also be May 4, Star Wars Day, or perhaps even May 5, Revenge of the 5th. Anyway, here's the pickup. Let's check them out. Usually Free Comic Book Day coincides with a major superhero based movie. So the first Sam Raimi directed, Tobey Maguire starring Spider-Man film back in 2002 coincided with the release of the launch of the first Free Comic Book Day event, and that's been going for the last 24 years since. And it's as I said, it's a way to get people into comic book shops, support local business, and perhaps read comics for the first, but hopefully not last time. There's also Comics Giveaway Day, and as you'll see in some of the things that I've got, they're very similar. So they're held on the same day. FCBD was organised, really distributed by Diamond Distributors, but after they went bankrupt, Comics Giveaway Day is effectively the same thing. So you'll see some of these comics I'll show the Free Comic Book Day logo, and others show the Comics Giveaway Day logo. Either way, you get free comics on the Saturday, first Saturday in May. So I picked up 11 comics from my local comic book shop. 4 of those are kid ones, which I had a quick flick through, but I'll hand to my nieces and nephews. So we've got Marvel's Spidey and his amazing friends. We've got Jeff and Simbi, the little cute symbiote. So yeah, the characters that are kind of taking over. And yes, you can see that it's basically just something fun for the kids, which is lovely. Sonic the Hedgehog we've got here, published by IDW. I know Sonic Comics fans are a very dedicated bunch. I don't think I even have any Sonic the Hedgehog comics in my collection, so again, this is one for my nieces and nephews. Carrying on the Sonic the Hedgehog theme, we've got a crossover with some of the characters from DC Comics, which is awesome. And some pretty good art in this as well, so again, I'll give this to my nieces and nephews because they certainly like Sonic and DC characters. And lastly, from Udon, we've got the Mega Man Showdown special from Udon and Udon Comics. And I'm not really familiar with Mega Man. I know he's a very popular video game character, so this is one for the nieces and nephews as well. So those are the 4 that I got out of my 11 that I will not be keeping. Most of the major publishers, so specifically Marvel and DC, will have at least 1 or 2 titles that they publish on Free Comic Book Day. This is one that was also coinciding with Superman Day, which wasn't that long ago, and I didn't realise until the end that this is actually a reprint from 2023, because the last page says to be continued in Dawn of DC in 2023. So this, nevertheless, it's a good one-shot, so if people are interested, they can kind of carry on with the Dawn of DC or the Superman titles from 2023. So this is a bit of a 90s throwback as well. We've got Mercy Graves, and we've got Livewire, a couple of classic 90s characters as well, which is awesome to see. And we've got the Supergirl movie ad on the back as well, because that's not too far away in June. So yes, that's the first DC one I've read, Superman. So this year there's been, I think, about 40 different issues available, so I'm keen to hear from all of you down in the comments below what issues you picked up. There's a lot of choices, and obviously not every comic shop will carry all 40, so it's entirely up to them. And but yes, here's the next DC. This is as part of their Next Level event. Sometimes Free Comic Book Day issues are completely new stories, sometimes they're reprints, or sometimes, like this one, they are previews of upcoming releases. So we can see on the cover we've got Lobo, Batwoman and Deathstroke all have series launching very soon. So this is a preview, and there's also, I think, at the back, a black and white preview of Batwoman as well. Barbara Gordon breakout. So yeah, pretty cool. So again, a good little taste to see if you're interested in any of those titles. You also see in some of the covers there's a blank space on most of them, and that's where the comic book shop will put their stamp. So if you grab some and you hand it to someone as a gift or whatever, they can know where you got it from and hopefully go back to that same comic book shop and support them. So yeah, pretty cool. So there we go. Next level preview from DC. From Marvel now, this is the first one I've got from Marvel in this stack. This is another kind of preview. So we've got Avengers Armageddon with General Ross there as Red Hulk, and having a bit of a face-off with Captain America and a few other. Looks interesting. I haven't read Marvel titles on the regular for years, so I'm not kind of sure what's going on, but I think this is a good entryway. People will be familiar with these characters. And we've also got an X-Men preview and a preview of the Doom Quest storyline as well. So again, much like the DC one, we just looked at 3 stories which lead into 3 new series. So Avengers Armageddon being the main one. Another preview book from Marvel, this one mainly focused on the Spider-Man characters. So we've got the Amazing Spider-Man, we've got Queen in Black, and we've got the Infernal Hulk. So yes, Queen in Black is where Hela from Thor, we would have seen her in the Thor films, takes over as Null, and all the Venoms and the hijinks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, pretty interesting. So again, if you want to get a bit of a taste of what's coming from Marvel, then yes, this Amazing Spider-Man one is the one for you. Of course, now that Disney own Marvel, or have for many years, and also 20th Century Fox, that means that Marvel can publish series like this. So not just superheroes, so we've got Predator, Alien and Planet of the Apes, and in this tale that's the first time that these 2 characters or franchises, Predator and Planet of the Apes, are crossing over, which is pretty awesome. So yes, if you are not into the Marvel superheroes as much, or know someone who prefers the aliens and the sci-fi kind of thing, this is probably my favourite one of all the Marvels I've collected, and there's a nice little short stories, most of them are kind of done in one, and at the back there's a nice little blurb, 1-page article I guess, about what Free Comic Book Day, or in this case Comics Giveaway Day, actually is, and the creative teams behind these 3 new issues, new stories that are coming along. So something for everybody. So this is the Aliens, Predator, Planet of the Apes one from Marvel. We're down to the final 2 now, and I think this is actually my favourite one. So this is part of the Energon universe with a lovely wraparound cover, which is awesome. So this is Mask. The loyal subjects have been recreating new Mask action figures and vehicles, which has been absolutely awesome. So I've got a few recently. So this Free Comic Book Day, Mask takes the centre stage in this issue from Image and Skybound Entertainment as part of the Energon universe. They're all included here. So we've got Mask, Transformers, G.I. Joe and Void Rivals, and it's awesome. So here we can see a preview of the new Mask series that is launching in June, and yeah, it just looks fantastic. I love Mask, the cartoon, catchy theme song, all of that stuff. So very happy to see another 80s property getting an opportunity in the spotlight. So here we have Miles Mayhem recruiting Sly Rax and Vanessa Warfield for his Venom, not the Marvel Spider-Man Venom, but yes, the the terrorist organisation, I guess, against the good guys as Mask. We've got Matt Tracker there. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. I really enjoyed this. So out of all of this, I reckon this is my favourite. So definitely, if you're a child of the 80s like me, definitely pick up the Energon Universe special from Image. This Free Comic Book Day issue from Titan Comics is a very close second, my favourite of the stack that I picked up. So this is a Conan special written by Jim Zub. He's been writing Conan and Dungeons & Dragons stuff for many, many years, and he's a very talented writer. And this is definitely worth a look. And this is quite interesting. I'm not overly familiar with the Conan comics, but I know they've had rave reviews, and this has got some wonderful artwork as well, and a bit of a story or a bit of a text piece on Robert E. Howard, obviously the creator of Conan, and many other characters as well. And yeah, I am intrigued, which I guess is the point of these Free Comic Book Day Comics Giveaway Day issues. A bit of a sample, a bit of a taste, to kind of tease you back into what these publishers are putting out. So this, based on Tides of the Tyrant King, a forthcoming series, has Conan obviously front and centre, but also our soldier in World War One. And so magic and mystery isn't just kind of contained to the Hyborian age, Conan's time and place. So yeah, very interesting. My curiosity is piqued with this one. So this is from Titan Comics. So yeah, if you can, definitely grab this one too. So there we go. There's my little stash of 11 comics. So not a massive haul, but very happy with all of these that I got. Something for myself, something for my nieces and nephews, and I just think it's fabulous that the comic community really get on board with Comics Giveaway Day or Free Comic Book Day. I know there's a gaming, a role-playing day, free comic book something equivalent as well, which is pretty awesome. So hopefully it draws a lot of people into local comic shops to get into this wonderful hobby and art form that we so enjoy. But yeah, let me know what you picked up down below. Did you pick up anything for yourself? Did you use it as an opportunity to bring friends or family members to the comic book store? And did you give them something too? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.